the kitchen. Are we surprised? It is 3:30 and I'm going to start mixing up my dough for my sourdough soon. But I also decided that tomorrow night I kind of want to have pizza, and I haven't attempted to make sourdough pizza bases yet. So I have to mix up some more levain. Got my starter here. So now you guys can actually watch me mix up my levain. I'll post all of the recipes that I'm using to make my sourdough breads, because I'm not going to put up like any instructions. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing because I'm not an experienced sourdough baker just yet. Keeping our compost in an old protein bag, but I did order a box to put in the freezer. Anyway, reusing. Oh, they're so pretty. So this is our little local community garden, and back here is where you bring your compost and you put it in a bin that says feed me, so feed him.
What?
See how many flies came out?
Oh, those maggots. Yes, they are. Hey guys, composting is fun.
It's worth it. My levain starter, she's doubled in size, so it's time to mix up our dough. So I have my clean pot and lid. This is what I have been mixing my dough up in, and it just makes it really easy because I can just put the lid straight on. So that was my dough. She's gonna rest up there for half an hour before I do the first set of stretch and folds, and now I'm gonna mix up my pizza, baby. Pizza dough. Now she will rest too. So it's nearly time for my first set of stretch and folds, but I just wanted to show you something exciting. So what I've done with the big loaf of sourdough, which usually makes 2 large loaves, I've kept 1 loaf in the big pot, and then with the other half I've separated into half. So I've got 2 half loaves and 1 big loaf. So, and look how cute this pot is. My sister just gave it to me. This one she thrifted a while ago. So I've got the other half in there. And with these 2 loaves, I'm gonna do mix-ins. We really need some light back here. So, one mix-in is going to be olives, because I love olive sourdough. These are just Kalamata olives. They were in brine. I rinsed them to hopefully get rid of a little bit of the salt content, halved them, dried them, Then I have this beautiful fresh rosemary that I went and picked. One will be olives and then the other one will be a herb loaf. Rosemary, a little bit of dried oregano. I thought I would throw in some papitas and hemp seeds just for crunch, protein, fun. These are just going to be tester loaves. I don't even know how these are going to go. And then I also have everything but the bagel seasoning that I made a while ago when I was obsessed with it, and then I made this whole jar and then I lost my obsession. So is that gross? So I'm going to start doing my first round of stretch and folds, starting with the pizza dough. So all the dough's been resting. You can just see how it's a little bit more hydrated. And I have a bowl of water here that I'll keep dipping my hands in. And you just grab the dough and you stretch it. Gosh, it's already super, super, look at that gluten. Super developed and relaxed already. Stretch, fold over, turn, and I think that'll be it. Okay, and then that's it. She'll just go back and have another sleep. Again, looking relaxed. I hope the kitchen will be the biggest room in my house one day, or one of. And I can just feed lots of people sourdough. All right, done. See, we didn't experience my first sourdough loaves together, but we are experiencing my first time doing mix-ins. This one is a little bit bigger by about 10 grams, so I think I'm gonna put the olives in. So now I will do a series of rests and stretch and folds. We've got two little babies and we've got another little baby. I don't even know where I'm gonna put all of these. And then where's my pizza? So I will do 3 more rounds of stretch and folds on all of the doughs, and then it'll be time for shaping. I have a long night ahead of me, but I'll probably just see you at the shaping. Look at the recipes. Again, I'm not a sourdough expert, just bring you along. I was trying to do something there, and I think I did do something there, but I need to show you this dough. This is the olive dough, and this was just the plain sourdough loaf, which looks beautiful. So I've just done my pre-shape. Now this loaf, with all the seeds and the everything seasoning, it smells insanely good. I really hope this one works. Good morning, it's the next day and I'm checking on my no. Oh dear me. Well, at least we know the starter's working. That exploded. Cool. It's like a giant starter, basically. I've never had this happen before. Well, at least I know my starter is very active. Oh. This is definitely over fermented and overproofed. Lucky I'm just making pizza dough with this because I don't require it to have a lot of rise in the oven spring. But yeah, we'll see how this bakes later tonight. We just went on a walk because Michael ran out of coffee. So we just went to our local little co-op, got some coffee, and you're gonna laugh because I bought sourdough because we literally have nothing here for breakfast. I mean, I probably could have just made a smoothie, but the bread. I just need the bread. I got a fruit loaf because I'm not making a fruit loaf. So I thought it's okay, it's different. It's a different type of bread. But look at this beautiful fruit loaf from Becklow, which is an amazing local bakery. So my fruit toast is in the toaster. My oven is preheating with my pot in it. I don't have like a ceramic Dutch oven. I just have a, good quality non-stick pot that I use. But I really do want to get a big baker's cast iron. But for now, the non-stick pot works better than my cast iron because it still has the pot and lid situation. So see you when we bake. And that's it. 3 loaves. Baking took me about 3-4 hours, but it's worth it. Like, these are pretty. We'll cut them open later this evening or maybe tomorrow morning for breakfast because you have to let all the steam settle.
Whoa, that's huge.
That's the normal one.
Wow, this one's my favorite.
We didn't get a too much of an ear, but that's okay. This might seem ridiculous, but I think about my dream house all the time and the farm that I want to live on, and so I literally drew up, I mean, I'm not an architect or anything like that, obviously, but I just couldn't stop thinking about the house, so I just decided to draw it out. And just to get it out of my brain, I'm going to be thinking about it even more because it made me really excited. It's nearly 4 o'clock now, and I think I'm going to relax before we make pizza and I turn the oven on again. So I'll see you for that. Not too bad. Good morning. It's very rainy this morning. Oh, I wish you could smell this one with the rosemary and everything bagel seasoning. It is still raining, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We made the pizzas last night and I didn't film it because I was tired and I just wanted to make pizza and not film. But it doesn't matter because the dough is so over fermented and such a fail, and it literally didn't rise one single bit. It was like a pizza cracker. It was still good, but anyway, so I've actually combined 2 of them into this pot. And I'm gonna make another one today, and I'm just kind of gonna try and bake it in a pot because I baked it in the cast iron yesterday. So I'm hoping the pot will kind of regulate the heat a little bit. I feel like I've cooked a lot, and specifically a lot of bread. This video has been bread heavy. So if you're still here, let's make some pizza. So not a lot happening on this Sunday, but I did go grocery shopping, so let's unpack those. My usual groceries have come a long way. I used to buy nearly all of my groceries at like a big supermarket, and now I go to a local fruit and veg shop. Ideally I would like to go to the farmer's market, but sometimes it's just doesn't work. But besides the produce, I still do go to a big grocery store just to get, you know, some essentials. But I've literally gotten it down to 1 bag. So every week I buy chicken and I buy beef, and that's basically all the meat we eat all week. Just a little bit of meat and then a lot of plant-based meals. Coconut yogurt. This brand I haven't actually tried yet, but fancy, expensive chocolate, but it's so good. So when it's on sale, I buy some. Pasta, because my local bulk food store does rice and like kids pasta, but they don't do any just like regular wheat. This is on special and it's actually a whole wheat pasta. So peanut butter. I could get that from the bulk food store actually. I will do that. Massaman curry paste. I do make my own coconut milk to kind of go in it. Tomato paste. This has cut down me buying tins of tomatoes. Instead, if a recipe calls for that, I'll just do fresh tomatoes and then just a little bit of concentrated paste just to get that flavor. And yeah, that's it. So let's put the produce away. So that actually got a little bit of bubbling happening on the inside of the crust, so hot. Onion, chicken, sweet potato and kale, a little bit of mozzarella. Much better than the cracker pizza we had last night. So I guess it seems fitting that I just talk to you here in the spot that I've been standing in for most of this video. It's been nearly a month since I filmed that last video that I uploaded, and even though I only uploaded it last week, it was from the end of August, and we're nearly at the end of September now, which is crazy how fast this year has gone. But yeah, and the last video is really coming out of something mentally, and for the past 3 weeks my life has just been so much brighter. I've really put aside what's going on, not ignored it, but not let it fill my brain so much every single day, and it's just been an absolute revelation. Cooking and getting into sourdough was like such a good project for me. Just allowed like a new spark of creativity to flourish, and creativity is definitely formed habitual for some people. For me, I think it definitely is, because the more I do creative things, like I've painted, I've cooked, I've been drawing, I've been having so much fun thinking up new projects and filming and editing, and I'm really loving all of it. So if you're feeling in a bit of a slump, my advice is just to start doing something. You just have to start. You just have to push the ball, get it moving, and then the excitement and all the fun stuff will hopefully snowball after that. And just the Lord. I'm just feeling very blessed and grateful in my life at the moment with everything that's going on. So yeah, look at my hair. I have not seen my hair look like this since I was a child. It's getting healthier. Alright, well, I think it's enough cooking and enough bread for one video. So, goodbye. If you watch the whole thing, then you get the kiss because you made it this far. I wish you all the best and all the love in the world, and I will hopefully see you in a week. Bye! Made my pizza. We're gonna go.